Hey guys, happy Halloween! Welcome to another segment of One Title, Many Formats, where of course today we'll be looking at the great John Carpenter film, Halloween. First up we have the fantastic Criterion Collection Laserdisc release. And this here's a model of how all Laserdisc releases should have been done. First off, we'll talk about the artwork. It is the very traditional Jack-o'-lantern Halloween artwork that you will see on most Halloween releases. But like usual, it works so much better on a square rather than on a rectangle. Why that is, I don't know. It just always seems to be that way. Most artwork always looks better on a Laserdisc. Then on the back here, we get a really cool Judith Myers headstone down here. I love that. But what I love most about this is instead of the traditional synopsis, we actually get the article written by Tom Allen in the Village Voice. It does start out here on the back, and then this actually opens up with some more great artwork. And then the actual article continues here. And for those of you who do not know, that article actually got people out to see this film. It wasn't necessarily doing so well until that article came out, and then everybody and their mom went out and saw this, and it became a huge hit. So it is very historical for this film, and I think a very interesting idea to actually add that on the back rather than the actual synopsis. So very, very cool. And this has a boatload of special features too. Things like commentary. Oh, this is great. This I actually love. It comes with the Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert gives splatter movies 2 thumbs down while praising Halloween in a controversial 1980s sneak preview segment. That is great. We also have trailers. We have a separate music and effects track, additional footage for the 1980s television release, and much more. So this is definitely something every collector should have in their collection. Now onto the VHS. And the first one here is the Restored Collector's Edition release. This here, as far as the actual film is concerned, nothing special, just a regular traditional cut of the film. But it does have this fantastic 3D holographic artwork, and it's definitely something everybody should have in their collection just for this great artwork alone. I absolutely love this release. Then we have the Blockbuster Presents release, and once again, nothing special about the cut of the film, just your average release, but it is definitely something to have for, again, collecting purposes for the interesting artwork. Obviously, what stands out here the most is the Blockbuster Presents logo down the side. But one of the things I like about this is the fact that we do not get our traditional Jack-o'-lantern artwork. Instead, we have Mike Myers with Jamie Lee Curtis down here. I think that's very interesting. So again, for collecting purposes, this is pretty cool to own. Now onto the DVD I own. And of course, over the years, there have been many different releases of Halloween on DVD. But the one I have is the 25th Anniversary Edition, which I really love. It's a 2-disc edition release. It does have a bunch of great special features on it. And I love the artwork because it has this great kind of metallic sort of look. It's very, very interesting. And this is a great release to own if you're going to own the DVD release, just for all the great special features that are on here. And finally, we have the Blu-ray release, which unfortunately is a very standard release of the film. The cut is your traditional cut of the movie. Special features, we get commentary and one featurette, which has been featured on a dozen releases before this. So not really all that great of a release, but it is a decent transfer, and if you are a fan of the film, you gotta have it on Blu-ray. And I do suppose I could end this video with something maybe a bit controversial, because I know not everybody enjoys this film, but I'll show them off anyway, because I do own the theatrical cut and the unrated director's cut of the Rob Zombie Halloween remake. I actually enjoy this film. I know a lot of people do not, but I think it is an interesting take on the Halloween story. And like I said, I do own both cuts, so I figured I'd show them off. So that's it for all the different releases of the great John Carpenter film Halloween that I own within my collection. Perhaps not nearly as many different releases as some titles we talked about in the past, but I do certainly own a few, and what better day than today to talk about them. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween, and I think we all know what movie you better be watching tonight.